Good morning, Lori Glenn here with your Month of Mary meditation, and this is session 4. So over the last few weeks, we have added a little bit of time to our meditation and another layer of the mindfulness meditation process. So that's what we'll do again this week, taking our meditation to somewhere around 13 or 14 minutes. And the layer that we're going to work with this week is emotion or feelings. Some of you might find that easier to reference as mood, the mood you're in, essentially. So there's two kinds. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's more than that, but there's two layers in which I view this. There's your baseline feeling or emotion, which is the state you're feeling right now. And then there is the feeling or emotion that might arise as you meditate. So maybe in response to a thought pattern that comes up, or just spontaneously an emotion or feeling arises, not any different than in our regular life. So we'll work with feelings and emotions, very similarly as we did with thought. So as a feeling or emotion arises, particularly a strong one that starts to pull you away, from your present moment of meditation, you will recognize that first wing of mindfulness meditation, the emotion or feeling, and allow it to be there with no judgment, no problem, just observing, noticing, allowing it to be there with a little bit of love and a little bit of kindness and maybe a little bit of curiosity as to where it comes from. So one way to do that is to perhaps name the emotion or thought. So as a feeling arises and you recognize what it is, you might notice happiness, joy, grief, fear, sadness, apathy, lethargy, worry, a variety. As you can imagine, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of emotions and feelings that we might experience, and they aren't a problem necessarily unless they take over, hijack our experience, and take us out of the present moment. And feelings and emotions are great. They're indicators for us. They let us understand what's going on. They help us, they might indicate to us something that needs to shift or change or that needs to be addressed. So they're not a problem necessarily, again, but when they are able to take over our lives, our present moments, and sweep us away, then they can become a difficulty. So learning to recognize and allow is really important. So we'll work with that today just like we worked with thoughts last week. So naming is one technique, or you might just observe it and, like the clouds passing through the blue sky, notice that the emotion, as you observe it, recognize it, and don't engage in it, that it eventually dissolves like fog under the sunlight of awareness, as my teacher Jack likes to say. So without further ado, we'll get started, very similar to last week. So please note on your video here the start time of the actual meditation, so you can skip the introduction if you like to as you do this meditation each day until next Monday, which, remember, we have one more Monday to meet, and then New Year's Eve, and then we are finished with our month together, but you can continue practicing these meditations. So go ahead and take a comfortable seat and allow yourself to sit in a way that is upright, that supports being alert and awake, but that's also comfortable for you, that you can sit for these next 12, 13 minutes or so, and then let your eyes close. And let your shoulders relax. You might soften the eyeballs behind the eyelids. And then relax your jaw. And begin to find the rhythm of your breath. You might notice the movement of the breath in the belly. As you inhale, the belly expands. As you exhale, the belly softens back toward the spine. You might feel the breath along the nostrils or down the back of the throat as you inhale and exhale. wherever you feel the breath the most, wherever the breath feels the most strong or present, allow your awareness to anchor there as you inhale and exhale. Using the breath as an anchor in the present moment. While you begin to experience the waves of sound and sensation around you.